Welcome, welcome to this sleep hypnosis and guided relaxation session. I am very happy to have you in my presence tonight. And I want you to start out by making sure that you are in a comfortable position and that you are in a place that is quiet and relaxing, preferably in your room, in your bed, so that by the end of this session you will fall asleep and you will wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready for the new day. And make sure that the temperature in your room is at a temperature that makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. And I want you to focus on your breathing during this entire session. So what I want you to do first is think about the breath, the lungs filling up with air, and then releasing the air from the lungs. Good. Just like that. We will do a few breathing exercises to get started, and I will guide you through the exercises to calm your mind, get you focused completely on your breath and on the sound of my voice. So we're going to start with breathing in for 3 seconds and releasing for 3 seconds. This will help slow the heart rate down to a comfortable and relaxing state. So we're going to breathe in for 3 and out for 3. Are you ready? Okay. So go ahead and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, and release. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Just focusing completely on the breath and the feeling of you in your bed, with the breath pushing against the bed and releasing out into the atmosphere. We're going to do it again. So breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And out for 3, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Just take a few breaths for me before we do the last one. Okay, we're going to do one more. Breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. And breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Very good. So now that your heart rate has slowed down and you are in a more comfortable state of mind, I will be doing another technique of following the light, and this will just help focus on one thing and one thing only to help release all of the different tensions and emotions that may have stressed you out today, or that have just collected in your mind over time that you have not released, okay? Okay, so I have this flashlight here. It's a little pin light. It's a very small light. And I will just be gliding this back and forth across your face. And all I want you to do is focus on the light, okay? So I'll be bringing it in different directions. And I just want you focusing on the light, nothing else. Okay, so I'm going to start from across and to the other side, and I want you to look at the light and focus only on the light. Think about the comfort of your bed, the comfort of your home, and your health while you look at this light. Very good, very good. Just bringing it up here to the top and across. Just keep focusing on the light and know that you are in a safe place. You have nothing to worry about. Very good. Let the light be your guide. Completely fixate yourself on this light. I'm going to do some circles here. Good, very good. Let this light release all of the tension, all of the stress, all of the worry from your mind. Don't let the small things that have affected you in the past continue to affect your life anymore. Remember that you have complete control over your life, and what happens based on the decisions that you make, and that you are in complete control of your emotions and the people that you choose to have in your life. I'm going to move a little bit closer now. Just keep focusing on the light. Let your breath come in through the lungs and release. And see it as a way to release the toxins from the body. So when you breathe in, you're breathing in good and positivity. And when you breathe out, you're letting out all of the negativity and the worry. Just keep doing that while focusing on the light. Never taking your eye off of the light. Very good. Focus on the brightness of the light and the beauty that it brings. And remind yourself that no matter what you're going through, there's always hope. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel. That goes for the same in life. No matter how many challenges you're going through, there's always hope. That there's light and good that will come out of any situation that you're dealing with. Very good. You are doing wonderful. By now you should feel completely and totally relaxed. You should start feeling sleepy and your eyes getting heavy with every stroke on your face. Just very gentle movements across your face. All the worry and fear should be gone from the mind. What we are going to do now, that you are in a complete and total sense of relaxation, I'm going to have you focus on a few things. The first thing I want you to focus on is the color red. I want you to think of a watermelon, the center of the watermelon, the red color, and how a watermelon would taste in your mouth, and the hydration it gives you from biting into it, and the sweetness of the red watermelon. And I want you to focus on how it makes you feel, and the beautiful color of the red watermelon. And by the time you are done thinking of the red watermelon, you should feel a little more sleepy. We're going to go all the way down to the color violet, and by the time we get to violet, you should be asleep, completely asleep and relaxed. And now that we are done with the watermelon, we will move to the color orange. I want you to think of the color orange, and I want you to think of an actual orange, the fruit orange, the texture of the outside of the orange, the grooves that you feel against your fingertips, and the smell of the orange. And think about pulling the peel off of the orange and getting to the core, to the middle of the orange, and smelling the inside of it with your nose, and peeling off every piece of the outside with your fingertips, and only having the orange fruit left. Imagine yourself pulling each part of the orange slices from each other and taking a bite, letting the juices run through your tongue into the back of your throat, and swallowing gently to get all of the flavor of the orange against your tongue, and taking another bite and thinking about how delicious that orange tastes and how it makes you feel, and the sweetness of the orange and the tang of the orange. We're going all the way to violet. By the time we get to violet, you should be asleep. You will be asleep. Moving on from the orange, we will go to yellow. Think of the color yellow and all of the beautiful things that are yellow. Think of the sun and how the sun reflects so beautifully against the earth, and the way the sun feels against your face, the vibrance and the heat that it gives off when you feel it against your beautiful face. Imagine the sun as you're basking in it on a beautiful summer day, lying in the grass, completely fixated on the yellow sun and the beauty that the light of the sun brings to every single thing on earth. Think about how it makes you feel, how relaxed you feel, how calm you feel, and how mesmerizing the brightness of the sun is. How you so deeply desire to stare in the sun, but it's a little too bright for the eyes, so you just have to close your eyes and imagine that bright light glistening against your face. Very good, very good. We're going all the way to violet. By the time we get to violet, you will be asleep. Moving from the yellow sun, we're going to green. Beautiful, beautiful green. And I want you to focus on the trees, all of the beautiful green trees, the way that they blow in the air, and the sound that they make when air brushes against the leaves, and how they look when they are all next to each other, so beautifully placed, and how they block the sun for some shade. Imagine yourself laying underneath the tree, staring up at all of the leaves, the beautiful colors of the leaves, and how they make the little sounds when they hit against each other. How soothing and calming that is to your mind. And watching the petals of the leaves fall from the tree and land gently on the ground. And you picking up that leaf and feeling the texture of it against your fingertips, and smelling the smell of the leaf. Doesn't have too strong of a smell. It's very earthy and calming. We're going to violet. By the time we get to violet, you'll be asleep, asleep, asleep. Now we will pull your focus from the green leaves, and I want you to focus on blue. Focus on the blue sky or the blue water of the ocean. Let's focus on the blue ocean and the sound of the water hitting against each other when the waves crash against the land, and the color of the blue ocean with its majestic tints of blue, and how gentle the ocean feels as the air hits your face from the salty air of the water that barely sprays against the skin. I want you to focus on the sound of the water at night when you no longer can see the blue. You can only see the very tip of the waves when they turn white, rolling closer and closer to land. And as they wash up against the sand, against your feet, you feel the cold sensation of that beautiful blue water touching so gently against your skin. And you think of how amazing it feels to feel the ocean against the skin. And all of the beautiful things that are in that beautiful blue water. How clear it is to see when you go inside and you open your eyes. And how great it feels to be in the water. We are going to Violet. By the time we get to Violet, you will be asleep. Asleep. We are now moving to Violet. And I want you to focus on the beautiful violet, vibrant color. I want you to focus on a purple grape. I want you to focus on how the grape looks on the outside, the texture of the grape when you bite into it, and how you instantly feel awakened from the tardiness of the grape, and how the outside feels biting into it, but how the inside is clear, but the outside is such a vibrant purple violet color. You grab another one from the vine and you put it in your mouth and you bite into it ever so gently. You feel all of the juice fill up into your mouth and you taste the sweetness of the grape and you gently swallow and let it go down the throat into the stomach, and you smile, knowing how sweet and tardy that grape tasted. We are at Violet, and you are asleep. I want to thank you for joining me on this session, during this session, and for trusting me to relax your mind and get you into a total sense of relaxation and calmness And you should be sleeping peacefully, cuddled up against your blanket, with your head laying gently against your pillow, with the cool breeze of the air hitting your face and your arms, and the beautiful sounds around you from the inside of your room to the outside. Let yourself rest. Let yourself drift off and dream. Dream so deeply and just be. You are deserving of a wonderful, wonderful sleep. Sleep tight.